Fairfield. Old Mike Dreeth with you here in the Breakfast Nook, or the Coffee Nook, as we like to call it.
Coffee Clatch.
The Coffee Clatch. Very good. Lisa Konopasek, the
morning.
lovely Lisa
Good morning.
Konopasek here with
Good
us this
morning.
morning. Thank you for coming in and being a part of our morning.
Thanks for inviting me.
Bosco. Bosco is a chocolate syrup that goes in a drink.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that.
All right. Well, now you know.
See, I
And
thought you were
breadsticks.
referring to Bosco sticks.
No. Bosco is that was the password for George Costanza's ATM.
Okay.
In the show Seinfeld. I was at the Wayne County Farm Bureau last night and just had a wonderful time. A lot of folks mentioned that they listened to the show. And here's the question at the table. Lisa, see if you know this.
Okay.
And I have no idea. We were talking about the show about nothing. And this guy said, I want you to do a whole show on tapioca. And I
We
said,
might be able
really?
to do that.
I said, really? He says, what is it? What is it? Is it a tapioca plant? What is in tapioca pudding?
I think it comes from some kind of little seedy thing out of the plant.
Now, isn't tapioca pudding also known as snake eye pudding?
It's kind
Oh, maybe from
I
your
like
neck of
that
the
stuff.
woods. You were from Kentucky. Everything was snake eye, right?
I thought I remember my grandparents and parents calling it snake eye pudding.
or snot pudding. That's what we call it. Aren't you glad you
Is that a Mount Airy thing?
Johnsonville?
Johnsonville. I'm sorry.
The
Anyway.
suburbs of Johnsonville.
That's right.
All right. Well, I need to know more than that. I don't want to know any more about.
By the way, did you ever fly out of the Johnsonville International Airport?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Was there a
There wasn't
landing
a lot of
strip up
direct
there?
flights
Well, there's
out of
big.
there.
You could get a big Mylar balloon and take it up there. Get 2 or 3 of them. That if you're the right size, that'd take you up.
Anybody know anything about tapioca or pudding? Please give me a call, okay? So I'm looking for entertainment over the weekend. I think I'm going to come over and pick you up. We're just going to go over and stand around over at the landing and see the people that come in to get hypnotized for smoking and being
Weight loss.
overweight. Yeah. What do you think?
I
Think
like
that'd be
it.
a good time?
I like it. I like
Come
it.
on.
Well, you got to find something to do on a Sunday afternoon.
Absolutely. You and I just sit out front. Well, we'll get a couple lawn chairs.
Yeah. Well, actually, we can sit across the street on the courthouse.
Perfect.
lawn.
Nobody can give us a rough time about that. We'll be on the courthouse
That's
lawn.
right.
So
No,
pork
it wouldn't be the
sell pork
courthouse.
burgers.
It wouldn't be the courthouse.
Oh.
lawn. I like that.
Before they're hypnotized.
That would be
like
that would be. They get the pork burgers before they go in. They won't want them on the way out.
That's true. Good point.
We can be over across the street where people can have a smoke before they go in.
And you don't have to work that long because it would just be until starting time.
Right.
I mean,
Point. Yeah.
30 minutes, you're done.
Yeah.
We get there. We get
like
there
that.
a half
Like that.
half hour.
Now, who are we raising money for?
I
Because
don't know.
you can't have a pork burger sale unless it's a fundraiser.
True.
You got to be making money for something.
Well, we can throw it somewhere. I mean,
In my pocket, maybe.
no, I don't think that's good.
Okay.
We'll find a worthy cause. Right after we find out about tapioca, and I don't want anybody calling in and jumping on Lisa's characterization, her Johnsonville characterization of tapioca.
That's what
Not
we called
pudding.
it. I bet everyone.
Oh, geez,
I bet
don't do that.
everyone in Johnsonville calls it that.
No.
I'm sure.
Tapioca pudding in the
sure they
color
do.
of snot?
Oh
Isn't
God,
that
please.
supposed to
Oh
be
please.
green?
People are
It's
having
just
breakfast.
Kinda, it's a nasty
Oh.
texture. It's more the texture.
Anyway, went to the Farm Bureau last night. Had a good time. I was happy to be there. It was funny. They said, if you've been here, if you've been a member less than 5 years, stand up. There's 250 people there, and only my wife and I stand up.
Oh.
Yes! I mean, every eye in the place was on us. And we sat down.
And
when
you were just eating it up, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. By the time they said, everybody that's been a member for over 50 years, the entire place stood up. It's unbelievable. Anyway, it was a good evening. Great, Matt Kenny. Oh my.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my. He had the choice between pork and chicken. It was great. All right, we're at the key spot in this proceeding.
Time for the bucket o' bunk.
I'm holding in my formerly pork burger stained hands the bucket o' bunk, with kudos to the other side of the state where they say we do nothing but generate computerized, generated bunk. So here's the bunk. I've got birthdays, first of all. This is pretty interesting. On this date in 1841, Oliver Wendell Holmes. He died in 1935 at the age of 93. Anybody want to take a shot at who Oliver Wendell Holmes was?
Like
Was
Sherlock
that
Holmes?
that was dun 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 dun.
No. That was
Oliver Wendell Douglas.
Yes, it was. He was named after this guy.
Okay.
Oliver Wendell Holmes was a Supreme Court
Green
justice.
Acres guy. Okay.
1902 to 1932, he was the Chief Justice at one point. He was known for his pithy opinions.
His what?
Pithy. Very pithy written opinions.
Pithy bunk.
Are you really trying to say pithy, or are you
Pithy.
trying to say something else with two S's in it?
No.
Okay.
No. He probably
What
had
is a pithy opinion?
he was he put life into his opinions with very interesting words and characterizations. He was known for how well written his opinions were. He retired at 90. He fought in the Civil War, and he's the third most cited American legal scholar ever.
Really?
Yes. Also on this
Who's
date,
1 and 2?
I have no idea.
Okay.
That's a good trivia question, I would say.
Yeah.
Alan Hale Jr., born in 1918 on this date,
The skipper?
the skipper from Gilligan's Island.
Uh-huh.
He
Boy,
died.
I tell you what, he played in some westerns.
Oh, God, I have that written
But,
down. He played opposite of Kirk Douglas in The Big Trees, opposite Audie Murphy in Destry, opposite Robert Wagner in The True Story of Jesse James.
And then after Gilligan's Island came out, he wasn't a western actor anymore. He was typecast.
He was, totally. He was the skipper for then on.
And I think he played in a couple of military movies as a naval officer.
I think you're
I
right.
think-
He was the son of Alan Hale Sr. That's pretty obvious. And
Yeah.
his dad was a big movie
Yeah.
actor. But he was the skipper of Gilligan's Island, and that's what he died being known as. He died at the age of 68. Boy, that seems young now. It really seems young. Jim Bouton was born on this date in 1939. Jim Bouton he pitched between in the early 60s and into the mid-60s. He actually had 2 starts against the Cardinals in the 64 World Series, pitched for the Yankees. But what he was best known for, he was the author of a book called Ball 4, a diary of his 1969 season with the Seattle Pilots.
He was kind of a nut, wasn't he?
He was a nut, and he was a massive consumer of marijuana.
And there you go.
He says he doesn't remember one entire year. Anyway, his Ball 4 really rattled lots of people
Oh,
in
yeah.
baseball because it exposed some of the drug use and stuff like that.
He was actually kind of unofficially banned
Yes.
from Major League Baseball
Yes,
for
he
a
was.
while, and I think he played some minor league ball in Portland, Oregon.
He's also listed as the inventor of Major League Chew, which I don't know if that's the bubble gum or if
Yeah, that's the bubble gum.
Okay, all right. Well,
It
he's
came
one
in
of
the
the
pouch, the shredded
Yes.
bubble gum.
so that it made it look like you were actually chewing
Chewing,
tobacco.
yeah.
Yes. This
Back,
date.
back when that was okay to
Okay.
do.
Yes. Yeah. He had a stroke in 2012. He's lost a lot of memory and speaking. That's probably also from the pot use, but I'm not going there.
Jim, heard you pilch for the Yankees. Well, that's what they tell me.
Yeah. Okay. Mickey Dolenz, born on this date in 1945. He's 73 today.
One of 2 monkeys left.
That's right. They're dwindling. How many monkeys left standing on the tree? You know, there's only 2 left. Married 3 times. He started in show business in 1956 on a children's TV show called Circus Boy. He played the role of Corky.
Circus boy.
Circus Boy.
Okay.
He joined the Monkees. They put the Monkees together in 1965. He was not actually a drummer when he was
Right.
hired to be the drummer of the Monkees. He had to have lessons so that he could mime credibly.
So
Wow.
what you're saying is
Yeah.
he was a trained monkey.
Oh my.
So
He was a. Go ahead.
Why didn't they hire a real drummer?
Well, I mean, we had this story a couple of weeks ago. They actually had Stephen Stills, who is, of course, one of the great musicians of all time, who came in. This was all a ruse. Post-Beatles, by a year or two, they decided, and they brought in top-notch songwriters, and Don Kirshner was the guy that put this together.
Yeah.
They had auditions for the four people. Stephen Stills came in and they said, no, your teeth are bad and your hair doesn't work.
Have the right look.
Yeah.
So they brought in these four guys. They were very photogenic, and they could sing. But with the exception of Peter Tork, they couldn't play an instrument, and Mickey Dolenz could not play the drums. So they brought in somebody to teach him how to make it look like he could play the drums. Okay, now, over the course of a year or two, with people coming in and writing them songs, they had this huge string of hits. And the TV show was only there for 2 years, but it was pretty popular at that time.
It was.
All right, so what happened is
They actually learned to play.
they learned to play, and they decided, we're going to get rid of all these songwriters. We're going to write our own songs. Guess what happened?
The show got canceled. They had another hit.
Was not a good idea.
That was it.
Not a good idea.
Mickey Dolenz has had 3 wives, 4 kids. He is a very strongly worded atheist. So I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And probably there's portions of that 2-year span where they were on TV that they can't remember either.
seriously, they had a room, Lisa, where if they weren't shooting, if there wasn't live shooting going on, they had this room where they'd go, and there was a light in it. If the light came on, one or more of them had to go out for the shooting. The rest of the time, they just smoked pot.
Hung out.
Yeah. So.
Uh-oh, I might have a tapioca person.
Yeah. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, another trivia thing. What did Michael Nesmith's mother invent?
Oh, I don't know.
The Post-it note.
Don't remember? You don't know?
No, go ahead.
Was it the Post-it note?
Liquid paper.
Oh,
Whiteout.
liquid paper. I was close.
Yeah, yeah.
Liquid
Whiteout.
paper.
Yeah.
For 3M who was, I don't know exactly.
Whiteout, right?
Whiteout.
Yeah.
We're talking about whiteout.
Yeah, whiteout.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to find a good bottle of whiteout these days.
It is. It is.
Thank
All
you.
right, thanks for the
Thank
call.
you very much. Actually went looking for one in this station. I figured I can find almost anything from, the land years. But,
No whiteout.
no whiteout. That's because they didn't make mistakes before.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you've got some whiteout. Look at this.
That's not whiteout. That's not whiteout.
That's not the
What
little
is it?
brush.
That's-
That's the thing like you go
Whiteout
like
is
this.
that stuff with the little bottle with the
Right,
brush.
right, yes. Yeah, I needed like a great big brush most of the time. And you know what? I made the mistake early on of whiting it out on the screen of the computer. And that doesn't work at all. So anyway,
Well, you
thank
have
you.
it. You
Well,
have
I
that.
appreciate it.
That's my gift to you
You just keep giving.
for being on the show.
Well, thank you very much. You just keep giving.
See, Lisa gets a coffee mug.
I get a coffee mug.
You get a thing of whatever that is.
I don't know what that is, but it'll white out something.
Yeah.
Whiteout strip.
On this date in 1880, President Rutherford B. Hayes declared that the United States would have jurisdiction over any canal built across the Isthmus of Panama.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of colonial, isn't it?
Yeah.
1887, now here's the thing. The telescopic fishing rod was patented by Everett Horton. I thought that was
What year was this?
1887. I thought Ron Popeil did that.
Yeah, I thought it was a Ronco product.
Yes.
The Pocket Fisherman.
Yes. Remember they'd like land an 8-pound bass?
Oh, yeah.
Right. All right. 1959, Groucho, Chico, and Harpo made their final TV appearance together.
And the fourth brother was Sam, right?
I don't remember what the name
I
of
have
it
no
was.
idea.
Harpo, Chico, Zeppo. It was Zeppo.
Zeppo, that's right.
The Marx Brothers. 1961, Max Conrad circled the globe in a record time of 8 days, 18 hours, and 49 minutes in a Piper Aztec.
Okay, well.
That took some.
Yeah.
You had some alone time there.
Took some sleepless nights.
1965, the U.S. landed about 3,500 Marines in South Vietnam. It started.
Yep.
1999, the White House under Bill Clinton directed the firing of nuclear scientist Win Ho Lee from his job at the Los Alamos National Laboratory. The
Wasn't
firing.
he giving secrets to like North Korea or somewhere?
Actually, he had a server that was in his closet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He was giving secrets. Music history. 1962, the Beatles performed for the first time on the BBC. The show was called Teenager's Turn. 1964, the Dave Clark Five made their first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show. 1965, the Beach Boys, Help Me Rhonda. Help Me Rhonda. I'm not going to sing.
Please.
1973, Paul McCartney pled guilty to charges of
Marijuana possession.
growing marijuana.
Growing marijuana.
Outside his Scottish countryside farm, he claimed that a fan had given him the seeds, and he did not know what they would grow.
Really?
He thought it was a beanstalk. He was fined $240.
Wow.
That's going to be. I bet you really hurt from that, huh?
Oh,
That
yeah.
again.
Bob Seger in '87 ended a tour that he claimed would be his last, and it wasn't.
Yeah,
he's still performing.
He's
Doing
still
the
touring, I
last-
think.
Actually,
Right
just here,
now.
just recently, wasn't he? I think he was in St. Louis or Evansville,
He
or
was in St. Louis.
Yeah,
He was
real-
in Louisville, and then he was in Peoria.
Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band.
Yep.
Biggest number of people at any concert in Peoria was at that
Bob
concert.
Seger?
You were there,
I
right?
was here. I'm a big Bob
Does
Seger fan.
can Bob still sing?
Bob still has it. He does. And you know the really great thing? It's the music.
Yes.
It's just the music.
Yep.
There's nothing fancy, no
There's no
light
exploding
show,
fire
no
pots or
explosion,
anything.
no dry
dancers.
ice.
You don't
No.
have dancers in the background.
It's no backup
well,
singers. but-
I give you backup singers, and they're always doing that.
no, they just kind of do. They
You know, they
do
kinda
their own
do
thing,
that,
but
you know, that
no,
little
he
thing.
still has it. This is it though. I think.
We went to see him in St. Louis, and the entry act, the lead act, was Joe Walsh for like 40 minutes.
Wow.
Joe Walsh was wonderful. 40
Yeah.
minutes, he really was.
What were you going to say about Bob Seger? I didn't.
I love. I've told it before, but the story was maybe 15 or 20 years ago. He called his manager and said, "I've told you this story,
Yeah.
right?" Yeah. So anyway, he just
I'm
said,
done.
"Tell me how much I'm worth." The guy said, $53 million. He said, "Well, I'm not going to the next date. I'm done." Well, he's apparently come back 3 or 4 times. He probably needs some more change.
Yeah.
I think this is it though.
You never know. He'll end up in Vegas. That's what happened to George Strait. I was told I would never have to go again to another George Strait concert.
Until.
Well, I mean, I went with 104,000 of his best friends at Texas Stadium.
You went with 104,000 women. 103,999 women, right?
Well, I have one that seems very I always
Because
said,
all the women love George Strait.
I've always
George
said,
Strait.
I have Carol's heart. George has her attention. 1993. This is a groundbreaking day in 1993. On MTV, the premiere of Beavis and Butthead.
Oh boy.
There you go. you do that pretty well. You must have watched a little Beavis and
I
Butthead.
watched a little bit of it.
That is the bucket o' bunk for this morning.
Alrighty.
We'll be back with more.
Brighton's Love Scribble Jewelry Pouch is free with a $75 purchase. This drawstring quilted pouch tucks away 24 pieces of jewelry. Use it for travel or for every day. It's absolutely adorable. Preview Carnaby's new spring collection. New on the floor this week, Blue Bayou, Tribal, and Charlie B. Check out Brighton's Love Me Fashionista footwear. This chic pair of kicks elevate your sneaker wardrobe. Service and selection is a Carnaby Square tradition.
Seasons change, people change, financial needs change. This is Anthony Vaughn, your ag and commercial lender at Fairfield Banking Company. As your bank, we're here to see you through those changes and to make sure your accounts reflect the seasons of your life. Our staff is ready to help you make the changes necessary to ensure that your financial needs are being taken care of. Stop in and see me at the Fairfield Banking Company. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when the Democrats picked New York City as the site of their next convention? First Lady Betty Ford said she wouldn't be surprised if her daughter had an affair. Detroit unveiled its new Dome Stadium. So did New Orleans. Jack Nicklaus scooped up his 4th PGA championship. We said farewell to race driver Mark Donohue. And here's what the new music sounded like.
Gotta find my Daisy Jane. That's the way of the world. I believe there's nothing stronger than our love. Feel like making love. Someone saved my life tonight. And solitaire's the only game in town. It only takes a minute, girl. And she said, Rocky, I've never had a baby before. So run, Joey, run. I'm just looking for some time.
Well, what do you think? The answer and a twist of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
At FNB, we believe in us, not us, the bank, us, the farmers, us, the families, us, the community. That's why we continuously and proudly support, invest in, and volunteer throughout our region. So whether you're from Fairfield, Wayne City, Sisney, Grayville, or anywhere in between, you'll always find a friendly and helpful neighbor right here at home. FNB, Banking Business Life. Member FDIC.
August 1975.
KC and the Sunshine Band with Get Down Tonight, the top song of August 1975. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
Hi, welcome to the Subway 7 for 7 radio ad. How would you like to hear it?
From a game show host?
Okay, let's have a round of applause.
Thanks, Johnny. Our contestants are playing for the 7 for 7 menu. They'll choose one of 7 different 6-inch subs, including favorites like the Italian BMT and Black Forest ham, plus get chips in a 21-ounce drink, all for $7. What a deal! Subway, make it what you want. Let's play!
At participating restaurants, additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
March is the time to save some green, and that's exactly what you can do when you shop at Ubinger's Furniture Company. And now, for a limited time, Ubinger's is offering up to 2 years free financing. Minimum purchase, payment, and approval required. See store for details. This way you can get your home all spruced up and comfy for spring. But hurry out before this deal is gone. Only at Ubinger's Furniture Company, where the deal's worth a drive. Highway 50 East, Flora.
Trivent's herbicide has 3 modes of action. That's like a person with
3 different voices, each one that has a different strength.
A different power. 3 different ways to defeat weeds in your soybean fields. If one doesn't work,
the other one will.
Attack. Protect.
Yield.
Defeat weeds with the power of 3. DuPont Trivent's herbicide from Corteva Agriscience, Agriculture Division of Dow DuPont. Learn more at defeatweeds.com.
The phone number to call in is 842-3715. Now, back to Morning Coffee on WFIW, YouTube, and WFIWradio.com.
Morning Coffee brought to you by TTT Designs in Fairfield. They can bring your design to life. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1411 West Main in Fairfield.
You got a phone call to start off?
I think so.
All right.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Hello? They are not there.
Okay.
All right. I just find this hard to believe, so I'm going to tell you, and this is not a joke. I'm not ribbing you. I'm giving this to you straight. Wisconsin...
That sounds pre-prepared.
Wisconsin has a badger.
Uh-huh.
Minnesota has a golden gopher. Michigan has a wolverine.
Right.
Okay?
Penn State has the Nittany Lion.
Illinois is strongly considering the river otter as its mascot. They got rid of Illinois because of the slam on Native Americans, apparently. Alma Otter. Get it? Alma Mater? Alma Otter is right now in the forefront as the new striking fear in the hearts of people coming to Champaign.
2 trains of thought.
Yes.
1, we're going to be grouped in with Minnesota, and how many people are scared of Minnesota? The Golden Gophers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, why not change it? Nobody's been afraid of the Illini for 30 years.
Ouch, 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 ouch. All right. Well, so I mean, there you are. You've got one other competing mascot right now, Champ, the Fighting Illini, a World War I soldier known as a doughboy.
A doughboy.
A doughboy.
Okay. Now you can't use a World War I soldier though. That'd be.
Well, he couldn't have a gun.
Yeah. So what would you have? The Pillsbury Doughboy popping fresh?
He couldn't have a gun because they'd be upset about that. They didn't like the Indians.
Every time an opposing team comes in, punches Illinois in the gut, they're going to go, whoo-hoo.
The people that put together the people that put together Alma Otter and put it on Facebook,
yeah,
it was a gig. They were joking.
But it's being taken seriously.
It's a real thing.
Now it is actually taking on. Chancellor Robert Jones awaits recommendations from a commission on whether to move forward with a new mascot at all. But the Illinois student government voted this week to place a non-binding question on the ballot asking if Alma Otter should be the official university symbol.
Wow.
So
that's the only mascot in the running.
That's what, according to the student government,
what?
it is.
Oh, man.
What do you think about that?
Oh.
What do you think about that? A river otter.
Muskrat love. I'm thinking muskrats. You sound just like you. Did you perform on the Captain and Tennille song?
That's actually my weasel imitation.
Well, isn't a muskrat the same thing as a weasel?
They're all the same family, wouldn't you say?
Pretty close. They're related.
Is that somebody who wants to talk about this?
I don't know. Let's find out. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
The line I wish stays.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Let's keep the chief.
Sakes, 150 years, the state of Illinois was based on Indians.
Right.
I mean, anyway, I heard Mike talk about Ken Reitz yesterday.
Yeah.
Did Mike ever get I got to eat lunch with him one time. Did Mike ever do that?
No, I would give anything to have lunch with Ken Reitz.
I did, Mike, down at Mount Vernon. It was an old plaza that wasn't being used, and back about 20 years ago, it was Mr. Reitz and me.
Wow. I still contend that if we could set it up out here in the parking lot, a 40-yard dash, I could beat Ken Reitz.
Well, yeah, because he's probably about 85 now.
But I'm slow, man. Cold gravy.
All right.
Cold gravy was
Thanks
my
for the
nickname.
call.
Thank you. All right, so there you go. The same time this is going on, the river otter thing, Alma Otter. University, George Washington University, their student association is trying to get rid of the name the Colonials.
Why?
The name Colonials is being stripped of its historical meaning and is being wrongly treated, according to a law professor there. They're making it sound like that it's a celebration of colonialism. You know, when Great Britain tried to colonize the United States, and then we tried to colonize other places. They think it's a term that's offensive.
Yeah, you know what I think that it was?
What do you think it is?
The colonials were probably named in honor of the first 13 colonies, who eventually became the United States.
I got to tell
what
you,
do they want to go with?
hold on a second. Let's see if they've got one.
Hey, they could be the Wooden Teeth.
The Wooden Teeth.
George Washington University.
Isn't that too topless?
No, they're the wooden shoes. But see, George Washington University, they could be the Wooden Teeth.
Oh, that's
nothing like getting a splinter in your lip.
That's right.
The Wooden Teeth. Well, anyway,
we got to fire this one off. We got to fire that off to somebody that
over there
means
you mean?
something at George
somewhere
Washington
at George Washington University.
Yeah.
Hello.
We got to. Anybody got any contacts there? We need an email address because we got to fire off this suggestion.
Hello, this is WFIW in Fairfield. We have a suggestion for you.
About the wooden teeth.
How about the wooden teeth?
That's right.
Because colonials, that offends me. But I don't know. I actually, if it's a toss-up between Champ the Doughboy and Alma Otter, I think Alma's going to win.
I think they ought to stay with what they've got.
Well, here's what happened, Lisa. They did. They had the chief, and the NCAA came in and said, this is offensive to Native Americans. The difference is this. Florida State is the Seminoles. It's after a real tribe.
They got permission
from the Seminoles.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no such thing. The Illini, there's no such thing. There's no tribe anymore.
There's none of them left.
So there's nobody there that can say, we think it's a great idea. You know what I mean? And so the NCAA comes in and says, you're going to get rid of the chief. We had a former FCHS graduate who was the chief at one point.
Oh, yeah?
And so, I mean, that's just, it makes no sense to me whatsoever. Go Illini. Anyway.
No, let's go Otters.
I saw this in the news. I found this interesting. You know, we were telling you the other day about the guy that won the $273 million lotto prize, but forgot his tickets.
Oh, yeah.
There at the counter.
Is he going to give the person that turned those tickets in a little money? He better give them a little money.
He says he's going to break off a little bit and give it to the person.
How much did he win?
$273 million.
Wow. Yeah.
And he left the tickets, Lisa, on the counter. Someone took it, set it aside. He came in the next day and said,
hey, I lost my tickets.
They said,
where he purchased them.
Yes.
Okay.
And they said, here. Now, it's to their advantage that they did that because they get a nice, I think it's $50,000 or $60,000 for selling the ticket. And they would have not done that if they had
a percentage fee.
Well, then whatever percentage of $270 million is.
Yeah, he should give him some money.
Yeah, he should.
But I got more about that. Go ahead.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Hi, I just wanted to tell you that George Washington's teeth were really made of ivory, not wood.
Oh, okay. Well, then that blows that idea.
Yep, blows it out. All right.
I know.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I met the
Bye.
lady yesterday She revealed herself as the one that told us when I was talking about, and I forget who it was. We were talking about the fact that they had yams. Named after them. And then she called in and said it was yarn. Remember that?
Yeah.
She came up to me and said, I'm the person that blew your whole bit about yams. It was yarn. Anyway, the ex-wife of the guy that won the $273 million says, he's not appealing to me at all, and I am not asking for any part of the $273 million. Well, they're divorced. I don't think she has a right
to. There's no
to
reconciliation.
No.
All right. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I wanted to give you a name of a good whiteout.
Good whiteout.
Oh, good.
Right.
Go right ahead.
TOMBOW, mono, M-O, and it's correction tape, and it's the best that you can get. And
Thank you.
can get it-
There you go.
And if I ever
you
made a
can
mistake,
pay-
yes.
You can get it at Repperton Office Supply in Carmine.
Oh, all right. Wonderful.
And then you can't get it any better.
Thank you,
All
ma'am,
right.
so very
Thanks for
much.
calling
I
in.
appreciate you listening.
By the way, you calling in from Fairfield? Where are you calling in from?
Mill Shoals.
All right.
Mill Shoals.
Thanks for calling that in.
What wonderful listeners down there. Thank you very much.
All right.
Well,
correction tape. That's what that is.
Correction tape is what you handed me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I make enough mistakes, and I'm going to need more of these.
Okay. Well,
so I need to go to.
Then you need to go to Carmine.
That's what I'm going to have
The
to do.
whiteout's still better than that.
I do too. I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Anyway,
it's
the
kinda
white.
like those big markers, man. What's the first thing you do when you open a can of whiteout? Well, you take a big sniff. or sometimes with me, I accidentally pull it out and I paint my nose white.
I always wondered why there's little stretches of dead air in the morning, and it's because he's in here sniffing whiteout.
I'm sniffing the correction tape.
Hold on a second.
I'm trying to cut down. So.
Oh man, I don't know where I am. I'm like, I'm like Jim Boughton. I have no idea where.
Anything for you right
No,
there?
it doesn't. I'm taking a hit.
I'm giving it up.
Giving a hit off the correction tape's doing nothing for me. All right. Anyway, she says she does not find her ex-husband appealing enough to try to get any part of the $273 million.
There's
That's saying a lot.
a bitter divorce for you right there.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm not going after anything, she said. I have morals. I know what I've worked for, and it's everything that I have.
I like her already.
Yeah, I do too. She's broke, but I like her.
She's a good person.
All right, well.
She might be more appealing to prospective suitors if she had a little bit of that money, though.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
she doesn't want any
Well, that's
prospective
true.
suitors.
And maybe she's had it with husbands.
Yeah.
Well,
you
that's
know what I
true.
mean?
That's a good point.
I mean, she might be at a point in her life where, you know, I don't need that kind of. I like being alone. I like.
Today's National Women's Day. You know that?
Was it?
Is
I
it
thought
really?
It's today. I
Is
think.
it today? I thought it was
believe so.
yesterday.
I think
We
it's
celebrated
today.
it here, didn't we, Mark?
Yesterday.
We
you
did.
Oh, okay.
Did you?
But today, you probably need to celebrate again because I believe today is
All
Girl
right.
Day.
We're gonna
Okay.
we're gonna take your word for it.
I think so.
And
That's right.
there's nobody that has celebrated the life of females in our country like you and I, Mark.
That's right.
We're very pro.
You know what? At the shop, I buy a lunch for all the girls every day.
Oh, that's very nice.
So every day is Woman's Day.
Great.
Well,
of course, I take the money out of the
Oh.
shop.
Then that doesn't count.
I had this wonderful thing that happened a year ago. I got a granddaughter. That's the first time we've had any females born in the family in quite some time. So, I mean, I celebrate her life. So I'm very pro-female. Did you see this story about, you know, Bryce Harper? Does that name ring a bell for you, Lisa?
No.
He's a baseball player.
I
And
was
he-
going to say, if he's a sports person, no.
But he signed a contract for $330 million. It's going to take him until he's almost 40 years old. And the deal is they're saying that he would have gone possibly to Los Angeles, but the taxes in California are so much more than where he's going
In Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia and Pennsylvania, that meant millions of dollars. You're talking about a $300 million contract. And I just thought, what an interesting advantage that is for the St. Louis Cardinals. Missouri has they're like number 40 in overall tax burden. Illinois has more of a tax burden than California at this point going forward with the proposal that we're seeing right now. That was the other thing that was going on last night, Lisa, at the Farm Bureau. There's a lot of farmers really worried about where all the laws are going in this state. And you know, an interesting trivia question. Take a shot at this. How much of the land area in Illinois is farms?
I would guess
What percentage?
About 80%.
What do you say?
I would guess about 3/4.
Exactly 3/4, 75%. 75% of the state of Illinois is farmland. And yet, there's a real fear that they're not going to have any say whatsoever what goes on with these laws.
Yeah.
Scary.
It is. That's the exact word that Darren Bailey used.
Now, wasn't there someone recently who put in a bill to separate Chicago from Illinois?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't think that has any chance, do you? We're stuck with them. There's no way. Because they would have to vote themselves away from us. They're not doing that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I think everybody would love to see that. but
Makes
it's
some
not-
sense, but no problem.
It makes perfect sense. So anyway,
Yes.
you been doing any traveling?
Yeah.
Well, tell us about it.
Okay.
I mean, this is the day of the woman, so this should be all about you.
A couple weeks ago, we just got back from a cruise with the Duns. We went with the
Yes.
Duns, and we just had the most fun with them.
The former chancellor
Yes.
of Frontier Community College, Glenn
And,
Dunn.
So yeah, we were down
Where'd,
where it was warm.
where'd you cruise?
Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
Barbados, Grenada,
Mhm.
Nevis, St. Lucia.
I heard that that cruise is those islands are some of the most beautiful.
They're beautiful
in the
yeah,
Caribbean. Very
beautiful. One thing we like to go snorkeling. We enjoy snorkeling.
Mhm.
In it was Grenada or Antigua, an underwater sculpture park.
No.
Something we've
That's
never done
cool.
before. So they take you out. You're snorkeling,
Right.
And you kind of have a guide because I mean you could swim around.
So you got to
forever.
stay up close to the top to get air, and then you go back down, and
Or you
because
can
it's
just see
snorkeling,
it.
right?
Oh, the water's so clear you can see.
Oh, even from the top.
Oh, gosh,
And it's not
yeah.
that deep.
It's pretty deep, but no, the water is so clear.
Wow.
It's like turquoise. Anyway, so down, literally down on the bottom of the ocean, there's a bench with a a person sitting there on their cell phone.
So this wasn't an old sculpture park?
No, this was not an old sculpture park. And then you go on a little bit, and then there's this ginormous ring of people holding hands. And you just go on. And it was just really fun. It was different. It wasn't just seeing the fish. It was an underwater sculpture park, and we had a really fun time in Barbados. We hooked up with this guy. This story could go on forever, but we hooked up with this guy who he took us all day. 6 hours we were with him. 6 hours.
Barbados. And so you went and saw the island.
Yeah, we had been there before, and we knew we wanted to go back to Bathsheba, and we told him where we'd been before, but we said, just take us. So he did. He introduced us to his friends. We went to this little hole in the wall, literally in the middle of nowhere. Everyone has nicknames. He was Big Apple.
Apple.
Margaret and I just talked to him like 2 days ago. Luckily, we were on her phone.
Yes.
So we met Big Apple.
So would you go back and
Tula.
see Big Apple again if you
Absolutely.
ever? Because he was that good.
He was so fun, and we met his friends, and
He speaks English really well,
and he's we're actually kind of in a gang in Barbados now. We're in the Mosh Up crew. He's
Mosh Up crew.
We're in the Mosh Up crew. Yeah.
That's cool.
So we met his friends, and he took us all these out-of-the-way places, and it was just so fun.
What'd you eat?
Oh, it was terrible.
So we're all about food here, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
So when you got initiated in this gang, did you have to go beat up someone, or did you have to get a tattooed or something?
No.
A gang tattoo,
Well, actually, he's
Show us your tattoo, Lisa.
Actually, he's sending us shirts.
All right.
Yeah,
That's nice.
That is cool.
It was just so fun because, there was one point where he took us down to this little beach, and we get out, and there were two more of his friends that just happened to be down there, and then you're thinking, okay, this is where we're gonna get
This is the
knocked
setup.
in the head. This is
Yes.
it. But no, it wasn't. We were just more of his friends, and it was just.
And you felt
it was-
totally safe the whole time.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, then that's the
really
key.
cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We
So
gotta
that was really fun.
We got to take a break, and we're coming back, and you have trivia for us.
I have trivia.
All right, Lisa Konopasek with the trivia coming up.
Black's Fashion Flowers in downtown Fairfield is your home for tuxedo rentals from Jim's Formal Wear. Whether you're headed to prom or getting married, Black's can make that special day even more special by helping you look good. And don't forget, Black's can also custom design your wedding and prom flowers. Stop by 310 East Main in Fairfield or give them a call at 847-7076. Black's Fashion Flowers, your florist with a personal touch, across from the courthouse in downtown Fairfield. And remember to like them on Facebook.
Hi folks, this is Sandy at Gale Sales and Service. Here in Southern Illinois, we are on the verge of spring. Woohoo! To move out the old and bring in the new, we are having a sale on some of our discontinued items. There are dishwashers, ranges, side-by-side, and top-mount refrigerators and dehumidifiers on the list with up to 20% off. Come in soon and check on these sale items to receive some excellent values. That's Gale Sales and Service at 1605 West Main in Fairfield. Check them out on our website at gilesales.com.
Has winter been hard on your vehicle? Take it to Act Tire and Automotive in Flora for new tires or service. And with Big Deals gift certificates, you can save money. Check out Act Tire and Automotive in the Big Deal store on WFIWradio.com.
Make plans to stay at Westwood Recreation in Grayville for St. Patrick's Day. They're supporting the Grayville Senior Center that weekend. Campsites and cabins 25% off. And Westwood Saloon will have delicious food and drink specials. On Saturday the 16th, join them for karaoke. And Sunday the 17th for Westwood's Craft Fair from 11 to 4, featuring a wide variety of crafts to purchase. For more information, visit Rest Up Camping at RVCorral.com or find them on Facebook. Brought to you in part by the Illinois Office of Tourism and Illinois South Tourism.
I want to say good morning to Larry Lyday from One Stop Flooring in Mount Vernon. Hello, Larry. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. What's going on over there?
Well, we're just enjoying the little snowfall we had this morning.
Oh, yeah, we got a little slushy stuff, but nothing great.
Yeah.
So it's,
all right. So what do you got going on over there?
It's perfect for, I was thinking walking in this morning. This is why we sell so much of the LVP waterproof floors. because we sure get a lot of rain anymore. Doesn't it seem like it?
It does. Seems like it's rained about every other day.
My gosh, but yeah, this stuff's amazing, Mark. It 20 mils with attached cushion, and looks like real wood grooves. I mean, it's got textures on it. I mean, these weathered floors now are amazing, and ceramic patterns. Not everybody wants a wood pattern. Sometimes they want a ceramic pattern in a kitchen or a bath, utility room. We've got both, and we stock a lot of it, as you know, Mark. We've got some. Probably from $249 to $399, a lot of them in stock, priced in that range, and these are nice products that lock and stay and, are not junk. I mean, these are things that'll last you, and probably 20, 25-year floor if they get put down right. You won't ever change them unless you move or get tired of them. So.
And speaking of putting it down right, you got the guys to do the job.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Mark, we've got lifetime installation guarantee. I mean, all of our guys, for the most part, been with me for over 20 years. So I mean, they've been a lot of certifications, a lot of schooling, and a lot of classes, and they keep up with all the latest stuff. And we've got all the equipment to make sure your floors are smooth and flat like they need to be, and all the patches and preps. And we spend extra time doing that to make sure you get a good installation. And if there is a problem, we come back and fix it, and that means a lot. You don't have to look for the installer, or he's gone, or he's retired, or he won't call you back. I mean, that's not the way we do it here. So try to make things right, and been doing that for 35 years, and we'll continue to do it.
All right. What's going on this weekend?
Well, we got there's some new clearance on some area rugs. If anybody's looking for an area rug, stop by. We're clearing out some 5x8s we've got for some new ones, and a lot of new backsplash tiles coming in. So, if anybody's got a backsplash you want to do, or a project in the bathroom for your shower, we do a lot of custom showers. And then Karastan's getting ready to start National Karastan Month, kicking off next week. There'll be a $3 yard rebate back on all the Karastan carpets. So a lot of the ladies know that's what Mohawk's top designer line. A lot of patterns, a lot of styles in that you see on the HGTV and the designer shows. This is the carpets you're seeing. And we're going to have them on special. So a lot going on. Benjamin Moore Paint's doing well. We're starting to get more activity on that. People are starting to think about spring painting projects. So it's all happening.
All right.
Stop Flooring America.
All right. Thank you, Larry. We'll talk to you next Friday. Have a good
one. All right.
one.
Talk to you guys soon. All right. Thanks, Mark.
Larry Lyday from One Stop Flooring in Mount Vernon.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Do you know the difference between a traditional and a Roth IRA? Which one is best suited for your retirement goals? Conard Financial Group is committed to helping you understand the benefits and drawbacks of each. Phone 842-7855 today for help with choosing the retirement account that's right for you. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned. And don't forget to like our Facebook page, Conard Financial Group.
Fairfield area forecast calling for a chance for morning snow today, high 48. Tonight, cloudy skies, low 35. Thunderstorms likely tomorrow, high 62. Sunday, cloudy and 50. Monday, cloudy and 50. And for Tuesday, scattered showers, high 52. Overnight low was 34. Yesterday's high, 42. Currently, humidity at 96%, winds from the northeast at 4 miles an hour, pressure at 30.13. Cloudy skies right now, we've got 34 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar weather showing that rain and snow mixture moving out of the area as we speak this morning.
Radar Weather has been sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
You can watch the show on YouTube or by following the link on Facebook. Now back to Morning Coffee on WFIW.
Morning Coffee brought to you by TTT Designs right here in Fairfield at 1411 West Main. They can design and print your ideas. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I want to remind you about the Liars Banquet coming up on March 22nd.
Is that a lie?
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Okay.
That's coming up. Don't forget that. I'll be there and I'm one of the featured liars. Someone who speaks truth is Lisa Konopasek. She's got trivia. Go for it, Lisa.
Okay, I have one. This is about daylight savings time, which is
That's-
this Sunday.
oh, that's right, I forgot
This
about
isn't
that.
my
I forgot to
regular
mention
trivia.
that, yeah.
but
Yeah, I got to
What?
write that down because I forgot to put that in the news for Sunday. Go ahead.
What
You're going to have Vaughn
states-
go out and change your clock on Monday?
Yes, he will.
Okay.
What states do not participate?
Isn't Indiana one of them?
Indiana's one of them.
No.
Really?
Arizona?
Most of Arizona and one other state does not participate. Most,
Alabama,
Nevada?
Mississippi, Texas.
No idea.
How many more
Yep.
states could I got
what
to go?
was it? Hawaii.
Hawaii.
And
All right.
most of Arizona.
Now,
okay.
wasn't there portions of Indiana that did not used to
That's
change?
true.
Okay.
But
That-
it's changed.
When was that changed, by the way?
I
don't
no
know, 5
idea.
or 6 years ago?
2005.
She knows.
I know.
She knows.
Okay. She's
Okay.
got all the info.
You mentioned Bob Seger earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bob Seger trivia.
All right. Go for it.
Finish the lyrics.
Oh,
right.
no.
Okay?
All right.
Okay.
You guys are going to get these. I'm not going to sing it.
Okay.
Okay. Up with the sun, gone with the wind. She always said I was lazy.
Oh, I know the song. It's Beautiful
I
Loser.
know.
Beautiful Loser.
Traveling man.
Traveling man.
Leaving my home.
Leaving my friends. Running when things get too crazy.
Wonderful.
All right.
Okay. Deep in my soul, I've been so lonely. All of my hopes fading away.
Lost.
Da-na-na-na.
Lost.
Lost.
Do it.
I've longed for love, like everyone else does.
Are you talking about the lyrics or are you talking about in your life?
I know I'll keep searching, even after today.
Okay.
All
We've
right.
got tonight.
We've got tonight. We've
Okay.
got tonight.
I woke last night to the sound of thunder.
How far off I sat and wondered.
Wonderful. You remember Uncle Joe. He was the one afraid to cut the cake.
Yeah.
You got it?
And the next line,
Nope. No, you're not. You're
who
not
wants
very
to
much
tell
help.
poor Aunt Sarah? Joe's run off to...
Fire Lake?
Very good.
Fire Lake. Well done.
Most times you can't hear him talk. Other times you can.
This is when there's.
This is Turn the Page.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can hear him talk.
Most times you can't hear him talk. Other times you can.
I don't know. I
If-
know the
you
song.
would probably get it if I was singing it.
All right.
Something has to do with turning the other cheek.
Turn the
All
page.
the same old cliches. Is
Yes,
that,
as a woman or a man.
Very good.
Yeah.
Don't try to take me to a disco. You'll never even get me out on the floor.
Good old rock and roll. Good. Don't mean take me out on a disco. I won't even
In
get
10
out on the
minutes,
floor.
I'll be late for,
For the door.
door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember standing at the corner at midnight,
Yeah.
trying to get my courage up.
Trying
Oh,
to get my
man.
Courage up.
Putting us on a spot here.
Yeah,
We're terrible.
I know the
there
song.
was this long, lovely dancer
Okay.
in a club downtown.
Yes. Yes.
I love to watch her do her stuff. Okay. All right. What state does Bob call home? You got to know this.
Michigan.
Okay.
That's
What's the
right.
name of his band?
Silver Bullet Band.
Good. Bob lent his song Like a Rock to advertise what product?
Chevrolet.
trucks.
Good. In what city was Live Bullet recorded?
Live Bullet.
I'm going to say Detroit.
Very good.
Yeah.
Bob wrote Her Strut about what famous American actress?
Oh, my. Love to see her strut. Boy, that would have been in the 60s, I would think. Boy, I don't know. That's a good one. That's a great one. Who is it?
Jane Fonda.
Really?
Jane Fonda.
That's who that was
Never
written
would've
about.
thought.
I wouldn't either.
Night Moves was a breakthrough album. What year was it released?
Night Moves would have been 77.
No, earlier than that. I'm going to say 73.
76.
Huh?
I was close.
Yes, you were. You were closer.
All right.
How many more we got?
That's it. We're
That's
we're
it.
out of time. Lisa, that was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I wish I knew more lyrics. Thank you for joining us, Lisa Konopasek. She'll be back again. Thank you for joining us. Have a great weekend, and we'll be
Thanks
back
for
here on
having me.
Monday.
the proud voice of the Fairfield Mules and the leader in southeastern Illinois sports. This is WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois, 104.9.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, downtown Wayne City. No one beats their prices on Serta iComfort mattresses. See weekly pictures and prices on Facebook.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. It's a slow monthly jobs report from the Labor Department this morning with the fewest new jobs created in a year and a half.
20,000 jobs were created in the month of February, 25,000 in the